Hey guys, in today's video we are going to be doing a run through of full tank Trindamere. And actually we're versus Jack, so usually as full tank Trindamere we take Grasp, and with Jax we happen to take Grasp anyways. So it's actually a decent matchup for us. Plus Jax is one of those champions that fights this full melee form the whole time. So we're going to make most use of full tank Trindamere's strengths, which I'll explain a little bit later. I do want to say that full tank Trindamere is decently strong. Although, if you don't know what you're doing, or you get the wrong team comp, and it could be fatal. So, be careful. I actually think this kind of team comp that they have right now is kind of bad for me, but I've got a good matchup, so I think it's okay to run full tank Trindamere here. Just because I can try to beat up Jax as much as possible with it. Especially with the Grasp. Alright, let's put a ward out here. We'll see if Master Yi comes up. We want to make sure we keep putting the pressure onto the Jax. We want to consistently take short trades. I want to avoid the counter check there. Nice. I was able to secure a kill. I was just barely in range for that last auto. So I saw that he walked up with no counter strike, so I decided to go in. Let's go in back here. He's gonna have to push this whole next wave in. So if he doesn't stop my back, I think we're okay. So I'm actually going to grab a chain vest here, just to have some extra armor. He's doing primarily physical damage right now, and this chain vest will build into our Sunfire Cape. Now with Sunfire Cape, we're going to be living long enough. Oh no, Karthus might die. Okay. Well, tragic. We can save him. We force Master Yi to use his flash, though. But anyways, with Sunfire Cape, it gives us the wave clear, as well as consistent damage that we're going to need versus Jax. And also gives us like just a really good amount of magic damage. So not only are we going to be doing strong physical damage, just with our autos, our crits, and spin, but we're going to be doing strong magic damage as well. With our Grass proc and with our Sunfire Cape. One thing I like about Sunfire Cape against Jax in particular is that Jax will have to fully commit. Actually, I'm going to wait until 5 minutes to activate this Demolish, because before 5 minutes, turrets have a 50% damage reduction. So, wait till 5 minutes, activate Demolish, get that plate, now we can back. I'm probably going to grab a Ruby Crystal and another Cloth Armor. The other Cloth Armor will build into Tabbies, and they're primarily auto-attackers besides Ari. Which would be pretty good. So actually, we're really strong right now. So the reason why full tank Trindamere can even work at all, and is not just completely troll, although it's a little bit troll, it's definitely an off-meta build, it's just because Trindamere has insane base damage with his auto attacks, and the fact that his Q gives him a bunch of just free attack damage. So that sustained fights are pretty much always in his favor. And with Grasp, you can take really good short trades too. And if they commit onto you fully, then that's usually in their favor. So this Jax is going to do well against us later in the game because he has Conquer. And because he has strong mixed damage, right? But for early in the game, we can make use of our Superior Keystone. Okay. We got his ulti. Got him to use a good amount of mana. I'm going to try to bait him into diving me. Okay, he didn't dive me, but we got 3 auto attacks on him. So I got the auto attack and spin there. We have burst because we have ignite. How much does Argonite do right now? Does 170, he had 201 HP. We can look to freeze this. It's 4 minions. And we can look to back as well. So we left the lane pushing towards us, which is in a good spot. We're just going to grab another Ruby Crystal here. We didn't have enough for the full Bomby Cinder. We need to wait for 15 gold, but I don't want to wait because there's a chance this pushes all the way in before I can get back to lane. So I just went ahead and left a little bit early. Just grabbed second Ruby Crystal. That's fine. The upgrade from Ruby Crystal to Bomby Cinder costs 500. But if you can look here, it only gives 50 more HP. So this actually makes us significantly tankier, going for the second Ruby Crystal first. Because for 500 gold from Bomby Cinder, you're basically only getting that, the passive, which deals extra magic damage per second. Which is fine, but it's just triple the value once you complete its Sunfire Cape. So it's really the Sunfire Cape completion that's the best. If you guys are wondering why I'm running full tank Tryndamere today, on my previous video, the Vampire Tryndamere, my YouTube community voted to go ahead and run a full tank Tryndamere game, so I'm going to do my best to provide that for you today. He activated his E early. I'll remember that. That way I can fully commit to him next time. Our spin has a lower cooldown than his counter strike, so we can engage like that a little bit earlier. Like pretty much as soon as our spin is up. Base cooldown, my spin is a 12-second cooldown. His counter strike is a 16-second cooldown. All this extra health, our demolish procs also pretty strong. Use his counter strike to reduce the AoE damage from Karthus ult. I went in flash because he got out of my spin range. He flashed pretty much at the perfect time to avoid me. But I had flash to follow, so easy kill. Go ahead and grab a plate, and let's go ahead and back. And I believe we do have our Sunfire Cape completed, which is a huge power spike. You guys are about to, like, that, you know, may have been pretty close without the Karthus ultimate, right? But with this Sunfire Cape, it's going to deal insane damage. Have you guys ever faced against that Malphite or Poppy or another tank that builds Sunfire Cape first item, and when they get their Sunfire Cape, you just can't fight them anymore? Well, it's basically the same thing for melee opponents against Tryndamere. Sunfire Cape is just such a strong spike, as it gives so much resistance and health, as well as giving you that consistent damage output for when you stick on an opponent, and Tryndamere can stick on opponents decently well. I'm going to go ahead and ping that Jax is missing so that Zed plays careful, and as I predicted, Jax was roaming, and Zed played back. So let's see if we can demonstrate the full power of tank Tryndamere in this game. Looks like that Master Yi got a Merc Treads as first item. That's very interesting. Maybe he's wanting to invade Karthus in his jungle and want the MR and the move speed. But yeah, our team has no CC, so the Tenacity is an interesting choice. Yeah, my Karthus don't work. Let's get a Demolish Bot. Go on and grab a plate. And so we got a full plate there. Our Demolish does a ridiculous amount of damage. He can't really fight us. You see how little damage he did? We have Sustain in our kit and Jax doesn't. But we are in a timer with full tank Trend, because eventually our damage just falls off, and then we're just kind of useless. We're basically just a W bot. So we gotta make use of the strong early game. But we absolutely can make use of this stronger early game. Oh. Except when Master Yi appears out of a brush. I guess he doesn't have flash, so we're good. Let me just back off here. I think Master Yi reconsidered fighting me after he saw the damage I did. Either that or he got bored. So let's go ahead and grab double cloth there, and we'll build towards a thorn mill, so that if someone like Master Yi tries to fight us, then we can just wreck him. And stand there and basically have him kill himself on my Bramble Vest or Thorn Mill, whatever I'm building. And because Jax is purely auto attack based, Thorn Mill is really effective against him as well. Looks like their 2 magic damage dealers are actually relatively behind this game. So this is actually perfect. That means we are building armor against Jax's physical damage, and we don't have to rush into any magic damage or magic resist. Now, if they had if the RE was like 4-0, maybe I would consider. Oh, he wants to fight me? Oh, I was about to say he's living. I think he actually died the minion. So if he hadn't walked back in, he might have lived. Well, poor Jax doesn't understand the power. I just went in and tanked all of his damage, as well as the turret, because I aggro turret with my Sunfire Cape, and it just didn't matter. He had no hope. Markarthus got cheesed earlier by Master Yi, but he's actually doing really well. Every good tank Tryndamere game is going to end fairly early. Your big power spikes are Sunfire Cape and Thorn Mill, and you drop off after. So I wouldn't be surprised if this video only lasts about... the gameplay only lasts 20-25 minutes. Because that's the thing about running Grasp on Tryndamere in general, is that you just want to end the game early before your damage falls off. So I went ahead and took Master Yi's camps as well. So I'm going to build Bramble Vest as well as Chain Vest, and I think I have enough for a Ruby Crystal as well. Yeah, we'll get that. Sorry, not Chain Vest, I meant Warden's Mill. I miss the days when Thorma actually did build that Chain Vest, because it made more sense in my opinion. Alright, so we took Master Yi's jungle, so we're setting him behind. We set top significantly behind. We've got a huge gold lead. Mostly brought to bar by the fact that our grasp is really strong early. And that's really the essence of it. If you wanted to try to run this on a normal, playing with friends or whatever, you want to kind of just like dick around with random builds, then the thing you gotta get used to is trying to end the game early with strong advantages with your grasp. That and having a knight kill Karthus, apparently. What the heck? This guy's a beast, even after getting cheesed. Oh man. He lost more percentage of his HP, even though like I only hit him once. So now his punish check is down. GG, no crit. My Ignite's almost back up. I could just spin away from him and Ignite, and pretty sure I'd kill him. I actually burned him with my Sunfire Cape and killed him. Either that or my Bramble killed him. Anyways, I'll take it. Yeah, I may not be able to auto-attack him when he's counter-striking, but I can use my spinning Ignite for sure. Sunfire Cape helps too. Alright, at this point, if you wanted to commit to the full meme of Full Tank Trend, then don't build a T-Mat into Titanic Hydra. But if you wanted to force a win, if you like, really, really want to win, you can build Titanic Hydra here. Of course, for this video, I'm going to go ahead and build MR. And we're going to make sure we take 0 damage from anybody. And just try to be an absolute raid boss. But for you guys that want to be, capitalize on winning these games after getting an early advantage, make sure that you build T-Mat into Titanic Hydra. That way your damage doesn't fall off as badly. This game, I think our team's damage is covered because we have a Sivir who is not feeding, and we have a Fed Karthus, so, that's physical and magic damage covered. We just need to farm up, be a raid boss, and just completely distract the Master Yi and the Kaisa. Okay. I have a Thornmail, so I should be fine against Master Yi, even though he has true damage. He just doesn't deal enough damage yet. Jax is down there, but I'm pretty sure the Zed can deal with him really well. Gonna go and demolish his turret. Don't mind if I do. As Master Yi is scared of the build. I got 2 levels on him, or 3 levels on him. As well as having the Thornmail and all that. Makes it hard for auto attackers. Yeah, I think full tank trend is best against physical damage dealing opponents who fight you in melee range. Who are not Riven. I tried this against a Riven and I beat her up early. It's just I don't have enough damage later. And not even later. It's like very early in the game. I realized I just don't have enough damage and she kites away so well. And she also takes Conquer, which Conquer counters me later with the true damage, as well as the amount of healing she gets, even through my Grievous Wounds. Wait. the Karthus all killed Jax? Holy. Okay. That Karthus is fed. I'm just an unstoppable raid boss in the top lane. Oh, he missed a shuriken, but it didn't matter. Actually, no. Maybe he was aiming at Ari because he knew the ulti would kill. I take that back. Okay, I don't have much MR. And imagine being a Glacial Augment mage, but being 1 in 7, so you just deal absolutely no damage. Man, this is an absolute stomp. Actually, go ahead and sell Doran's Blade for the Spare Visage. And then grab a Pink Ward. Let's go and do Baron. That way we can end this game. This'll be a slaughter. Oh, they actually surrendered? Ah, GG. I figured it'd be a 20-minute game. It's very hard to get a good full tank Tryndamere game that lasts longer than 20 or 25 minutes. Just because, like, you really start seeing the struggles of the build. But we got Sunfire Cape, Tabbies, Thornmail, Spur Visage. That's usually when you want to try to win by anyways. So I feel like this is a good representation of the build. F fucking F. It's a nice name. Anyways, this is the part of the video where I go ahead and read off 1 or 2 of your guys' comments. So this is from the last video. This is the full lifesteal build. And this is where we voted to have the full tank Tryndamere from this video. I went and highlighted Poro Kanka, who had a couple questions. He asks, how has your life changed with all the streaming and YouTube situation? I mean, streaming and YouTube wasn't always sustainable for me. You gotta remember that every streamer, unless like you're on a pro team or something, and then you start streaming after and something like that. Pretty much every streamer has started from basically nothing and has built their way up. Some slow, like me. I feel like it took me about 2 years or 1.5 years to truly become sustainable. Um, Before then, I really relied on donations to keep me afloat. Now I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with uh, with steady income from ad revenue from YouTube, as well as subscriptions and ad revenue on Twitch as well. But to fully answer your question, my life absolutely changed. And I feel like everyone who becomes a streamer, like their life completely changes as well. I mean, uh, before I was a streamer, I worked at call center after call center after call center, and I wouldn't last for more than a year. Not because I couldn't do the job. In fact, I did the job so dang well that even when I didn't show up to work because I just, I had very lack of motivation, right? Like call centers are boring. Even with that, they kept me on. Usually when you like skip work or whatever, um, after like 2 or 3 times, they're like, hey, as your final warning, or hey, you're fired. I didn't even get those. I I was really good at my job. I worked in telesales, as well as I worked in just customer service for a couple of companies, and always had really good ratings. I just it felt so dull to me, and it just I don't think it's anyone's passion, but it's just I was miserable. I was spending, because your job is like a big portion of your life, and if a big portion of your life is spent being miserable, doing the job, then it's not good. And so I wouldn't say I fell into depression, but I definitely wasn't, my normal self. I became more of like I never went outside. Every second that I came home, I just stayed at home. I stopped, meeting with some of my friends from college, all this stuff. And when I started streaming, because I was dedicating a lot of my time playing video games, with all the time I spent inside. Once I fully made it as a streamer, making it full time, I feel like I started to branch out again, reach out to friends, and not be as much a recluse or as shy anymore. I do have to say it was a tough transition, and those guys who've been following me a long time, I didn't use webcam for the first year and a half of me streaming, just because I was kind of like ashamed of how I looked compared to like how I looked in college, because I was a collegiate athlete, although I was D3 basketball still. I was a collegiate athlete. I was looking good, and then I just became like overweight. I didn't always shower. Like I had such bad routines. My teeth were bad. All that stuff. I'm fixing that stuff now, but dang, I did a lot of damage to my body in those couple years. So streaming YouTube situation definitely changed my life for the better, 100%. I feel like that answers your second question too. Did this affect anything more than just economically? Economically, yeah, cool. I can make this job where I can get something to eat. And now I'm in a situation where I'm in love with my girlfriend Emmy, and we're able to work together on my stream and YouTube and support the both of us. It's all thanks to you guys, but it's just a seriously awesome opportunity, and I'm just so thankful for everything that's happened that led up to this moment where I don't have to feel uncomfortable. I don't have to think, oh, what am I doing next? I feel like I can transition, even if the league dies, even if YouTube shits a bit. I feel like I can transition into the next thing, And I feel like this kind of market, this kind of thing, won't go away. But I do have a fallback. I will be going to, I'll be finishing off my degree for business. I did not finish my degree. I'll probably be doing online classes starting next year, just so that I can have a fallback if necessary. But I really hope I can make this my my lifelong dream career. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be doing more personal stories like this every single video that I record off stream, unless I have like a really good aim on stream. I'm usually going to be doing these videos off stream from now on. So if you guys have questions about my personal life, or if you guys want to upvote and see what the next Tryndamer build I do is, I most likely will probably do a Challenger gameplay. I do have to play Decay games on my Challenger account. But if you guys wanted a specific video, like for a specific build, go ahead and upvote it in the comments below. And if you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. By the way, I've been really liking the like-dislike ratios lately. Like, this just shows me that you guys truly appreciate what I do, so thank you. Well, anyways, guys, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.